Many ecosystems are still too dangerous for us to fully map out and explore, and with unknown environments comes the possibility of unknown creatures. Whether the footage on this list is real or not is up to you to decide.
What would you do in this situation?
Either way, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Number 10. The Dog Hunter. This video starts out as a normal shot of what looks like a restaurant in another country. The footage is pretty high quality. Nothing looks out of the ordinary, right? Well, pay close attention to the small dog as it passes through the frame. You'll probably see something walking closely behind. If you didn't see it, watch the footage again in slow motion. You'll see the dog walk out from behind the motorcycle. It's just sniffing around, minding its own business, when suddenly a transparent apparition comes stomping out from behind. Okay, what the heck is that? It looks like a demon or a reptile from another dimension walking on two legs. It's following the dog closely, almost like it wants the dog for its next meal. Nobody else seems to have seen the creature, but its electromagnetic frequencies appear to have been captured on tape. Skeptics are quick to say that this is just the dog's reflection, but if that were true, then shouldn't the reflection should look similar to the original animal? This creature, on the other hand, has a long tail, two legs, and what almost looks like T-Rex arms. I guess it kind of looks like the dog, but at the same time, doesn't there also look like there's some major differences to you? Number 9. It came from Area 51. A group of friends are poking around just outside of the legal limits of Area 51 when they make a strange discovery. At first the creature appears to blend in with the scenery, but look closely and you can make out a long head and a curly tail.
What is that, dude?
Did you just change that?
Yes.
Look at this, dude. Look.
The creature stands up and appears to turn towards them. It must have a very good sense of hearing because its body language suggests that it has been startled by them. Suddenly it disappears in a thin ray of bright white light, never to be seen again. If aliens can escape this easily, it's no wonder why they have rarely been filmed. Another explanation for this video, of course, is the possibility of CGI. Number 8. The Forest Creeper. A group of men in Brazil are swimming in a local watering hole on a warm day. One of them gets out of the water and is about to jump in when the cameraman suddenly spots something standing behind them. Pay attention to the dark hole on the left. The creature peeks out at them and then ducks away before the man can turn around. As they are curiously looking into the forest, the creature jumps across and runs away. This is no ordinary forest animal. Zoom in close and you can barely see a small set of human-like legs. It looks to be almost as scared as everybody else as it retreats deeper into the forest. The quality of this video is poor, but the cell phone cameras aren't the greatest in the Brazilian countryside. It could be real or just special effects. Number 7. Mystery corpse. It's large, round, and dead, but what is it? This unknown creature washed ashore the beaches of New York sometime around 2012. A lot of people are saying that it is a washed-up raccoon, but some experts are saying no way. First of all, this creature looks like it has a beak-like jawbone, which raccoons obviously do not. The limbs are too short for a raccoon, and the skull is shaped way differently. Keep in mind this is not my opinion, this is the opinion of Rebecca Alexis Turner, a person who has been working with possums, raccoons, and other forms of wildlife for years. So again, if it's not a raccoon or an opossum, then what could it be? Who knows? Hopefully you'll never have a live one charge at you and find out. Number 6. The kitchen goblin. A mother in Argentina, Argentina, caught this strange sighting on tape while watching her son, Benjamin, play in the kitchen. The toddler is babbling away happily when suddenly a tiny creature runs across the kitchen floor. It starts out running around the corner and quickly disappears under the dresser. The mother says that this goblin stank horribly as it ran outside to their garden. She often hears Benjamin talking by himself in his room, but now she believes that he may have been communicating with the goblins. She thought the creature was a mouse at first, but after she saw that it was running on only 2 legs, she didn't know what to think of it. Apparently she claims to have captured the goblins on tape no less than 5 times, though this is the only video footage that has surfaced. Number 5. L'Alien. This footage is believed to have been shot somewhere in France. It starts out with a UFO sitting on the hillside that quickly flies away. The next shot shows it hovering in the air, and then we are shown this footage of what appears to be a group of aliens conversing on the ground. It looks like they are talking about whatever it is aliens talk about as they casually observe their surroundings. Maybe they were talking about technical difficulties with their ship, or else maybe they were simply stretching their legs between planets. It doesn't look like they are aware that they are being recorded. The UFO again takes off and disappears in a beam of light. Number 4. The Odeling. This video was taken in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico sometime in 2015. The person filming had been hearing loud disturbances all around his house and grabbed a camera before running outside. He is trying to track the source of the movement. It sounds almost like a squeaky trampoline. Nervous birds are chattering loudly nearby. The cameraman zooms in on some of his backyard plants, but whatever is making the noise isn't hiding there. Suddenly a series of loud bangs come from directly above. He swings the camera around, and this is what he finds. What would you do in this situation? Maybe you'd scream, run for cover, or even grab a weapon. This cameraman stands frozen in place, however, too shocked to make a sound. Suddenly the humanoid creature scrambles over the roof and makes a hasty escape. The person runs into his house and gets away. Both of them appeared to be equally afraid of each other. If this long skinny creature is not CGI, then what could it possibly be? Number 3. The Humanoid Zoo. This footage was taken by an American tourist who was visiting Romania. He's just walking around a local zoo on his own, checking out the sights when he hears about a new attraction that is unlike any of the others. He is ushered into a dark farmhouse along with some other curious observers. Almost immediately the tone of the video changes from skeptical to serious. It's hard to say exactly how, but something just feels wrong all of the sudden. You can hear the villagers talking among themselves excitedly as they push past. Farm animals are making noises as the American makes his way deeper inside. This section is very dark now, and even though the Romanians are speaking in a different language, you can tell that people are sounding worried and concerned as they come closer and closer to the main attraction. Finally, the American tourist sees it for himself. Sitting across from them on a straw floor is what appears to be a white humanoid creature with black eyes and a wide gap for a mouth. It makes a series of tortured gurgling sounds and then charges towards its cage as the video quickly ends. It's hard to tell if this is a real creature or a man in a suit because the lighting is very dim. At the same time, Romania is a very rural country, and anything could be lurking in the woods. Maybe someone really did capture this thing and drag it back to society to be gawped at by paying crowds. If this is real, then the poor humanoid sounds like it's been severely mistreated and probably needs help. Number 2. The English mermaid, otherwise known as aquatic humanoids. Mermaids have been long suspected of existing deep beneath the seas, though no credible video evidence has ever surfaced. Paul Jones was walking along the beach in Great Yarmouth, when he made this brutal discovery. A half-decayed mermaid laid rotting in the wet sand right before his very eyes. It had the scaly body of a fish right up to the mid-torso, at which point the upper body of the creature suddenly changed into that of a human. It was just like the legends had always said. The video and photographs clearly shows that the washed-up creature has human-like arms, which it probably used to paddle through the water while being propelled by a giant tailfin. The center of the mermaid corpse appears to have been hollowed out, probably eaten by a large predator. Its face is mostly rotten, but a grim expression gives the impression that it could have died in agony. If you look closely, you can still see both of the mermaid's unblinking eyes staring back at you. Before we get to number 1, I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have questions or suggestions. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because I upload a new video every day. Number 1. The Icelandic sea monster. A man in Iceland seems to have video evidence of a possible local creature that is not unlike the Loch Ness monster in Scotland. Like so many others who witness unknown creatures, this person was innocently filming the native scenery when something unexpected happened to come across the camera. In this case, what appears to be a 20 to 30 foot long sea serpent winds along the icy waters, barely poking above the surface. As some people have pointed out, this could be a piece of floating sea garbage, or even a fishing net, but others insist that its sidewinding movement is undeniably snake-like. It looks very predatory. If it was a piece of debris, it would move with the current. However, this one seems to zigzag against it at times. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.